All right, welcome to the new studio, everyone. This video has been a long time in the making, as you'll discover, but I'm finally ready to show you the new space. And this means new videos coming. This means new content, and this means a lot of good things. So let me give you a tour. Now, the first thing I did with this room is to paint, and I settled on two colors. I went with a really dark blue color for the three walls. Thanks for your suggestions on that. And for the wall with the built-in shelves, I went with a gray color. And my next step was to do something about the windows. See, I needed complete blackout in this room when I'm filming videos. However, I know from experience that working in darkness, not getting sunlight, is not a good idea for me. And I've done that in the previous office. I was renting that space and I was using those fake walls. And that was not really good for my mental health. I need to see the sun. And I found this company, Yoolax. So I reached out to them, asking them about this project, and they were kind enough to send me some blinds that I installed. Now here's the thing with these blinds. Of course they're blackouts, but they are remote controlled, and I really wanted that. It means that I don't have to be deprived from sunlight anymore. It was really easy to program, and now I can just do this. And I did install those myself, which is honestly quite the accomplishment because I'm not really handy. Now, Yoolax made it super easy. It was very easy. I just had to drill a couple holes in the window frame, install the mounting brackets. From there, it was really easy. You just slide the blinds in and they snap to those brackets. Now, an added bonus for me is that I could hook these blinds to Alexa or Google Home Assistant. I know it might sound like a little thing, but for me, it's huge. If I'm ready to film a video sitting on my desk, all I have to do is say, Alexa, lower the blinds, and I'm ready to go. The next thing that I did in this room was take care of the lights. Yeah, I say I, but no, I had nothing to do with that. I reached out to a local store here in Fort Collins, Colorado, the lighting store, and Carrie, who's a designer over there, came here, checked out the room, took some measurements. I told her what I wanted to use the room for, and man, she really came through. So this is what we did. We started with 6 recessed lights in the ceiling, 3 on each side, and they're all on their own gimbals. So I can turn them, orient them however I want. And that's kind of what I did to highlight some different things in the room, add some shadows, and it was really easy once it was installed. We also installed 3 lights right above this desk right here. Now these lights are color lights, and I can control the settings from my phone. So whatever color I want, I can program that. Right now it's set to kind of a pink type of tone, which you can kind of see it here on the keyboard. It casts a little bit of those pink shadows. It's a little thing, but I think it adds quite a bit. And then we also replaced the main light in the center here with something a little more modern, a little more discreet, and that casts a nice overall light to the whole room. And the next thing I wanted to do was to highlight the shelves. So there are 2 built-in shelves. On the right side, I set all my amps. Well, I haven't set them yet, but that's gonna be the recording station for the amps. All of that is gonna be hooked up to my computer, and I'm gonna have a station over there where I can record standing up, and I can see my computer screen right there because I mounted a TV in the wall and do some recordings from over there, just seeing exactly what I'm doing. And that's gonna be really great for recordings and things like that. Instead of sitting on my desk, I can stand up, record my parts, move a little bit as I'm recording, and it just adds to the experience, I think. And then we also installed some little puck lights on the top of that built-in cabinet, just to display a few things, just for looks, really. I like it, I think it's cool. And finally, this is a new thing, those colored lights, those colored accent lights. We have a blue over there highlighting some of those guitars. Have another blue light in the back there, kind of highlighting that piece of furniture. And then we got a pink over there casting on that wall. Got those at Amazon. I think it was like $60 for a pack of 4. I got them as an experiment, but I think they're working pretty awesome so far. I still need to decide a little bit what to do with the fourth light and maybe play a little bit with some of the settings, but I think it's cool. I think it adds a lot. Here, let me show you what it looks like without. And again, it's all controlled with this, so I can change the colors of all those. But first of all, if I disable these lights, I think it's missing something, right? But I could just press my button here on the phone. There it is. I can change all of that. For example, this light I can make pink. Just the light that's over there. I mean, I could really change the color to whatever I want. I think it's pretty awesome to have this amount of flexibility. I set it to blue right now, but yeah, I think blue works well. But yeah, all of that is new, those color lights, and I think it adds quite a bit. All right, now there's another thing that I did, and I have to thank this German company that is helping with this. You can't see it right now. I mounted my camera and my microphone, which is right above me here, on a system that was designed by YellowTech in Germany. Now, there's a little story behind this. This is going to be the object of another video, but a few months ago, I spent a few weeks in the hospital, the children's hospital. My daughter had some severe health issues, and the children's hospital in Denver, Colorado has its own TV station. And they produce a show for the children in the hospital. So when the children are in their room, they could just watch the TV show, and they do interactive events with kids. So, on Wednesdays they have bingo. Kids can go down to the TV station, be in the show, which is broadcasted again to all the kids' rooms and all that good stuff. So I went there with my daughter, and I was pretty impressed with their setup. Their cameras and their microphones were all standing on these elegant poles, and they could just kind of like move them around. And so I asked the guy about them, and he said, yeah, it's this great company in Germany, YellowTech, and everything was equipped with these stands, Mica stands. And so I reached out to them, asking them a little bit about what they did and if they think it would fit my studio. And Catherine was such an amazing help. She offered to send me some of these stands for free to test out. And man, they turned out to be the perfect solution. So right now, my DSLR camera is standing on one of these poles, and my microphone is on another pole here, and I can just adjust it really easily. It's elegant, it works well, it's smooth, and man, I'm just so pleased with this setup. I think I'm gonna purchase a couple more of these Mica stands to have over there on that wall so that I can mount some extra cameras and microphones, because I'm thinking about starting maybe a video podcast or something like that here. Yeah, I will definitely go with this setup. So that's what I'm using right now, and I'm so pleased with them. As far as the microphone, I also changed that, because in the previous office, I don't know if you remembered, well, maybe you didn't see them, but I was using these Rode pin mics, which were great. You just kind of like pin them to your shirt, but I was always tied to something, and I always had to pin them when I wanted to make a video. I had to be tied to a cable. Not anymore. And I have to thank Sweetwater for this. Josh at Sweetwater, thank you. After some recommendations from some of my fellow YouTube creators, I got these Sennheiser microphones. And that's what I'm using right now. That's what I'll be using right now. It's standing on one of these Mica poles. It's right above the frame. So if I lower it a little bit, there it is. You can see it there. And now it's out of frame. See, these poles are really amazing. You will move them and they will just stay in place wherever you want. But anyways, that's what I'm using. And the microphone is an MKE 600 by Sennheiser. They're very directional mics, perfect for this kind of thing. And they're really affordable for what they do. And I got 3 from Sweetwater, one that I'm using right now, 2 others that I will be using in that area of the room whenever I have guests, or whenever I want to record something over there with the amps, or when I'm recording a podcast. That's what I'll be using over there. But first I need to get those poles. There's one more thing I had to do with this room, and that is taking care of the guitars. And that was quite the search. First of all, I have quite a few guitars, and then the first thing I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to do that, was to display some guitars on the wall, and I wanted them to have kind of a tilt, kind of an angle, like you're seeing right there. These two guitars there. Now, it's not impossible to find, but I had the hardest time finding a solution that was elegant for the wall, but that also offered other options like single wall mounts that matched the look of the tilted wall mounts. I also wanted to find some floor stands that would also match the look of whatever wall stands I ended up with. And so I did a lot of research. I looked everywhere, I asked some friends, and I finally found what I was looking for. There's this company called StringSwing. I found them because of the tilted wall mounts. That's what I found first. And then I looked on their website and I saw that they did matching single wall mounts and really, really elegant guitar stands. And you can see them right over there in the back. I got two of them. So I talked to StringSwing, and they're sponsoring part of this video. They were super kind enough to send these wall stands for the studio. But it didn't happen right away. There were a few conversations with them. Gabe Oakes from StringSwing was such an amazing resource for this. I sent him some pictures of the room and I told him what I wanted. And man, he got it right away. He saw the look of the room. He knew the kind of tones and colors that I would want. I didn't want something that would really stand out on those wall mounts. Something that kind of blends into the wall, something that doesn't pop out, because the focus should be on the guitars, right? And so he suggested these wall mounts. I'll leave all the links in the description of this video. And then as far as the floor stands, he sent me these. They can each hold 6 guitars. And I'll be honest, when I first got the box, I was just a little bit worried because the box was pretty small. I had to build these, very easy to build. But I thought, man, this is gonna be too small for 6 guitars. There's no way. But check this out. Every guitar fits perfectly in there. Doesn't take much space. It's a very solid product. It's not the cheapest one you're gonna find, but if you have a studio and you're looking for something to hold your guitars securely on the floor, and also something that really looks good, but blends into whatever space you're in, this is it. This is replacing my 3 Gator guitar racks that I used to have. I'm actually selling all of them because the combination of these 2 floor stands and the wall mounts is exactly what I need. It's well built, it's elegant, it'll hold your guitars very securely, and I couldn't be happier with all this stuff. Now, I don't know if he's gonna watch this video, but I've gotta give a shout out to Jeff. Jeff is a handyman here in Fort Collins, Colorado. And without him, I'd still be thinking about having a space to work in. He installed all the lights, took care of all the electric stuff that needed to be done in this room. Thank you, Jeff. I couldn't do it without you. So now that I have the space, what's next? I don't know, you haven't really seen a video from me in the last few months, partly because of this, but there's another reason. And I'm gonna update you on that really soon. Keep it on this channel. I want you to be in the know. Some exciting stuff, some personal stuff. I'll let you know all about that, but at least now you know the space. As far as what's coming next, I think you're gonna like it. I'll see you very soon. Check out all the links in the description of this video. I know there are a lot of people who helped tremendously in this studio build. From the bottom of my heart, if those people are watching this video, thank you. Really appreciate you, especially with all the stuff that has been happening on a personal side. And you, my friend, who's watching this, might be wondering, what is that? Well, again, a video is coming and I'll let you know very soon. I don't know when you're watching this. That video updating you on my personal stuff might be available right here, but in the meantime, there will be another one. Anyways, you know what to do. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you next time.